Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. Today is still 15th day of April 2025. You see, the way Nigeria is, let me give you this advice for free. Everybody must use their common sense. Now, there was a photo that was trending about some months ago in Nigeria. It was a photo of a pastor that was going to church in the northern Nigeria, and the pastor was carrying AK-47. People were laughing at him. I said, no, it is you people that don't understand. It is a common sense. Someone will come and kill you for nothing. The person will go. Now, look at what happened. In Kogi State, gunmen abduct worshippers during church vigil on Prayer Mountain. On Prayer Mountain. Why praying on the mountain? They came, they abducted them. They took them. They were praying on the mountain. You see why I say everybody must use their common sense? Kogi State has been a security ravaged state it has been done, but recently it is increasing. Why? One would suggest that as a Christian, you should wear your thinking cap. Why going in such area to pray on a mountain top? Carry your guns along. Carry your bodyguards along. Prepare. As you are praying, you are watching. That is why Bible said, watch and pray. Anyway, it's not a laughing matter. But you see, sometimes bad things will just make you to be laughing. It's not a laughing matter. Watch and pray. They were praying, they were not watching. If they were watching, they could have carried AK-47. Let me tell you, forget about what people say, God will compensate you. What about someone who killed you for nothing changes tomorrow? We are living in a country that is at war. People should teach you how to prepare while you're at war. You don't go to anywhere where there is no people without equipping yourself. These people are all over the places. So they have a mission, they have a mandate. And from what I learned, the reason why these people were praying is normal. Last Friday was Vigil, right? But they went there purposely to pray for insecurity to stop, and they were taken. Now, let us understand what transpired. Sahara Reporters Publication, I read. A night of prayer turned into a nightmare on Friday when armed men stormed a mountaintop vigil in Egbonda area along Agbaja Road in Lokoja local government area of Kogi State, abducting an unspecified numbers of worshippers. You see why the number will be hard to identify? Because there are many. If you have been to vigil, people are many in the church. So if they come, they will take so many people. It will be difficult to count. Now, it was reported that the attackers invaded the remote prayer ground in the dead of night, opening fire indiscriminately to terrorize the worshippers before dragging several of them into the nearby bush. You understand? A woman identified as Mary Adams Gure was reportedly rescued by local vigilantes who responded swiftly after receiving information about the attack. Out of the article, recently, Kogi State launched, it's not the state, Kogi indigene, let me put it in that way, but it has nothing to do with the Kogi State government. They launched another sophisticated vigilante. I will tell you why I use that word, sophisticated vigilantes. Okay, human beings supposed not to be sophisticated. It's weapon that is supposed to be sophisticated, but these people are sophisticated in the sense that they came for a rescue mission for the Kogi people. And ever since then, last week, any kidnapping happening, they have been responding swiftly. But that has not stopped the killing in Kogi State. But they have been responding swiftly. I give them kudos for that. It's not easy. And that is why I encourage every one of us, both people in diaspora, people at home, go and help your local vigilante. Call your home. Tell them that you really want to help the vigilante. Buy ammunition for them. If you have money, buy guns for them. If you have money, support them financially. They are your hope. Know anybody that have hope in the security apparatus I'm talking about, army, police, you on your own, you are digging your grave before your time if you have hope in them. Now the article continues. The rescue was said to have followed a fierce gun battle between the vigilante group and the kidnappers. They came shooting to scare everyone. People were running in different directions. Some were captured and taken away into the forest. A local source familiar with the incident was quoted by the Daily Trust. In the ensuing chaos, Gure reportedly escaped and was later found by the vigilantes. The vigilantes were mobilized quickly and engaged the gunmen in a gunfight. In the process, Mari Gore was rescued. A search and rescue operation is ongoing to find the remaining victims, one of the vigilantes said. The full number of those abducted remain unclear as of the press time. Effort to reach the Kogi State Police Public Relations Officer, ASP William Aya, proved abortive. He failed to respond to multiple calls and messages regarding the incident. Now, before the last paragraph there, I really want to state something that the attitude of policemen, the attitude of the security agencies is very, very bad. You know, most of the time you call them, whether they are thinking you are calling a distress call for them to come, they will not come. They will not even respond because they don't want to come. You know, why they put security phone numbers is for distress, not only for press. Sometimes you will call them, they will not pick up. Imagine our reporters was calling them now that there was attack. They will not pick us. That is what people are facing. Now, the last paragraph there is, this latest attack adds to the growing insecurity in Kogi and other parts of the North Central region, where religious gatherings, schools, and transport routes have increasingly become soft targets for kidnappers and armed gangs. This is the end of the articles from Sahara Reporters. Well, it's laughable, but it's so painful that people who went to pray in the church, in the mountain, they were kidnapped. Okay?
To jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá.
The Yoruba indigene.
Mo fẹ́ bá yín sọ̀rọ̀.
I want to talk to you all.
Mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ kẹ́ gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tí ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀.
And I want you to listen and accept what I'm about to say.
Mo náà ti bà abúlé yín, wọ́n ti gbà tán.
I said they are already usurping you from your villages all over Yoruba State.
Ní Ogun State.
In Ogun State.
Ọ̀ṣun State.
Osun State.
Ondo State.
Ondo State.
Anambra State.
Even Anambra
Gbogbo
State.
àwọn ilẹ̀ Igbo wọ̀nyẹn.
Even the Igbo lands as well.
Àwọn wọ̀nyí ti wọ̀.
People are already entering those places.
Tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ti gba gbogbo ẹ̀.
And they're already overtaking you people in your various states.
Èyí tá à ń sọ yìí sí.
What we are saying right now,
Kì í ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn o.
this is not about religion.
Christian.
Whether you're a Christian
Muslim.
or you're a Muslim,
Àwa tá jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá.
and we are Yoruba traditional worshippers,
Àsìkò tá a gbọ́dọ̀ kó ẹ̀sìn wa papọ̀ nìyí.
this is time we must band together
Láti jà fún àwọn ilẹ̀ bàbá wa.
to fight for our father's land so that they don't overtake us in it.
Ẹ má jẹ́ kán fi ẹ̀sìn gba ilẹ̀ wa o.
Don't let them use religion take over our land.
Gbogbo abúlé tó ń gbà l'Ondo State yẹn.
All those villages they've taken over in Ondo State,
Wọ́n pa Muslim, wọ́n pa Christian.
when they wanted to kill, they killed Christian and Muslim alike.
Ilẹ̀ náà ń jà fún kì í ṣe ẹ̀sìn.
They are fighting for the land. They are not fighting for religion.
Ẹ̀sìn náà kàn gbá wọlé o.
They are just coming through the lens of
So mo
religion.
sọ fún yẹn ọmọ Yorùbá.
But I'm telling you all Yoruba
Ẹ múra o.
people, please be prepared.
Gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà.
Nigerians at
Ẹ
large,
múra dáadáa.
please be well prepared
Wọ́n má bàa gba ilẹ̀ yín o.
so that they don't take you away from your father's
Mo wá pé
land.
gbogbo àwọn lọ́balọ́ba.
And calling onto the royalties in Yoruba
Ọọ̀ni
land.
of Ifẹ̀.
Your new Obife, the Imperial Majesty.
Kábíyèsí kádé pẹ́ lórí rẹ̀.
Kabiesi, we greet you, sir.
Ẹ dá sí o.
Please talk about this.
Aláàfin tuntun tó ṣẹ̀ jẹ ẹ dá sí
The
o.
new Alaafin, please talk
Ẹ̀yin
about
ọba
this.
Ondo
All
ẹ dá sí o.
the kings in Ondo State,
Ẹ̀yin ọba Ọ̀ṣun Ọ̀yọ́ Lagos State ẹ dá
the
sí o.
kings in Lagos, Oyo, Osun, please talk about this.
Tógun yẹn bá wọlé tán.
Because when the war overwhelms us,
Apá ò ní ká o.
we will not be able to do anything about it.
Èmi mo rẹ́dí ogun o.
Personally, I'm ready for
Mo
war.
sọ fún ìjọ kìnìún àná mo ní kẹ́ dira.
I told you the last time that you should fortify
Àwọn
yourself.
kan sọ pé báwo ni pastors máa sọ pé
Some
èèyàn
people
dira.
were saying, why will a pastor utter that kind of statement?
Ẹ lọ dira o.
Please go and fortify
Tó
yourself.
bá yá màá gbé Báìbù mi sílẹ̀.
Because when war comes, I will drop my Bible.
Màá jà fún ìlú bàbá mi.
I will go and fight for my father's land.
Ìgbà wo ni Christian dé Nàìjíríà?
When the Christianity come into Nigeria,
1842
it came in 1842.
ló ṣẹ̀ dé Nàìjíríà.
That was when it came in.
Ẹni àkọ́kọ́ tó máa kó Báìbù jọ.
And the first person to compile the Bible,
Williams lorúkọ ẹ̀.
his name is Williams.
Wọ́n pa ní on the 6th
They killed him on the 6th,
1536.
1536.
Wọ́n dáná sun.
They burnt him. He was
Ẹ tún gbé
lynched.
Báìbù tá à ń kà yìí.
The person that compiled the Bible for us.
So ẹ má jà fi ẹ̀sìn bọ inú afẹ́jà fúnlẹ̀ bàbá
So
wa.
don't let us put religion into our culture or for fight for our father's
Màá
land.
dira.
I will fortify
Màá
myself
síwájú ogun.
and I'll be a leader.
Wọ́n tó de lè dira fún ènìyàn.
And if you can fortify people,
Máa bọ̀.
fortify
A
them.
máa dira, a máa jagun náà.
We will fight that war.
Màá gbé Báìbù sílẹ̀.
I will drop my Bible
Nítorí ilẹ̀ bàbá mi.
because of my father's land.
Ṣé Bíbélì sọ?
Because the Bible says it.
Hébérù 6 verse 1.
Hebrews 6 verse
Ó ní ká
1.
fi ẹ̀kọ́ Kristi tì
It
náà.
says, set aside the teachings of
Ká ṣe
Christ
pípé.
and let us do what is
Ẹ jẹ́
complete.
àkọ́kọ́ fi ti Kristi tì
We
náà.
will now put it
Ká
aside.
lọ jà fúnlẹ̀ bàbá wa.
Let's fight for our father's
Ká
land.
máa sọ pé kí Jésù ràn wá lọ́wọ́.
And we tell Jesus to help us.
Kó ràn wá lọ́wọ́.
To help us in the war for our father's land.
Ohun tá a máa ṣe nìyẹn o.
That's what we are going to do.
Nígbà tó mú Jésù Kristi.
When Jesus was caught,
Ọmọlẹ́yìn ẹ̀kọ́ fa idà yọ.
a disciple drew out his sword.
À ń pè ní Pétérù.
His name is Peter.
Ó bẹ́ etí ẹnìkan sílẹ̀.
He cut off the ear of one of the soldiers.
Ó bẹ́ etí ẹ̀
He
sílẹ̀.
cut off the ear of one of the
Jésù ní
soldiers.
rárá.
Jesus said,
Tí
no,
idà rẹ̀ bọnú àkọ̀.
keep your sword back in the shirt.
Jésù ní tó bá yá o.
That when the time comes,
Ẹni tó ní aṣọ kó lọ tà á.
if you have a cloth, go and sell it.
Ẹ tó ní bàtà kó lọ tà á.
When the time comes, if you have sandal, you will sell
Ẹ lọ
it.
sí Luke 22.
Go to
kẹ́ lọ
Luke
kà á.
22.
So ẹ má filẹ̀ bàbá yìí sílẹ̀ o.
Please don't leave the things of your father and the land of your
Christian sọ
father.
pé kí n má jà fún bàbá mi o.
Christianity does not stop me from fighting for my
So
father's
ìwọ náà
rights.
má wòran ọwọ́ ọmọ Yorùbá.
So if you are Yoruba indigene, don't just
Ẹ má
fold your
jẹ́ kó wá
hands.
gbalẹ̀ bàbá wa lọ́wọ́ wa.
Don't let them take over our father's land from us.
Ọlọ́run á fún wa ṣe o.
God will help us.
Alálẹ̀ bàbá wa
Our ancestors
á fún wa ṣe o.
would help us.